this piece of paper from which all the gold has been stolen by bandits
See that?
in Washington
He's burning it.
and elsewhere.
I was gonna give that to you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Nah.
No more gold exists in this dollar. Originally, our founding fathers designed this paper to reflect the value of gold and silver. There were silver certificates and gold certificates. But robbers and bandits removed the gold, and now it's been turned into lies with hot air from the mouths of thieves and liars in Washington, as many of us know. My own personal opinion is that the last quote-unquote president, leader that we had was John F. Kennedy. And thieves and bandits destroyed him,
Actually, it's $1.25.
assassinated, crucified him
It used to be a dime for a cup of coffee.
for speaking the truth and for his plan to end the Vietnam War in November of 1962, and for his plan to eliminate subsidies of major corporations. They crucified him by virtue of their CIA, DOD, also for his plan to give us solar power, which we have researched and developed completely, and yet that's being kept from us by people at Exxon and Enron and the CDC and the FBI and the General Motors Corporation, etc., who want to keep polluting our planet so that they can make a lot of money. But we have a source of infinite power right here in our backyard, known as our soul, our sun, our ball of fire in the sky, known as Ha-Ta, the sun and the moon. And it's infinitely clean and perfect. It keeps itself that way by this kind of fire. And so we are burning this into that fire in the hopes that our gods, Dios, Polis, Jesus Christ, Buddha,
Did you know I was here?
Wakantanka,
What's up, Patrick?
Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva,
Thank you, Patrick.
Buddha, Shinto, nature, the gods of nature, of wind, rain, and fire, earth, water, fire, and air, will hear us and help us from their privileged position on the other side of that ball of fire, or from within that ball of fire. Millions of our cows are being slaughtered every day to provide money for old MacDonald, whose farm has actually been converted into a massive center of disease with mad cows and mad sheep and mad chickens, even mad deer and elk now. We have gone astray and should return to our path of freedom. Freedom from liars and thieves. And we should bind ourselves to each other in truth and knowledge, forbearance, forgiveness, correctness, rectitude, and all these principles that are supposed to be embodied in this paper but have lost their value. There we go. this one here is no longer a one. If you have $1 million, you can buy these for 79 cents each. If you only have $4, one of these dollars will cost you $1.79. And that's because of our quote-unquote friend, Mr. Alan Greenspan, who has a little dial that he turns to change the value to reflect the needs of the greeds in Washington and Wall Street, but not to reflect the needs and the greeds of our children, our families, our migrant workers, our workers right here, and those of us who want clean air to breathe and homestead land to build farms on and so on like that. Wow. I don't know why this is taking so long. I'll accelerate the process utilizing my magical butane lighter, which, by the way, I don't use for lighting cigarettes or marijuana joints or pipes full of cocaine or crack or any of that stuff, but only for this required earthly fire, which all of us have at our disposal, except for our infants, and of course our animals. We seem to be superior to our animals, and that's why we're given custody of them, and it's up to us to provide for their welfare and safekeeping. Om Mani Padme Hum Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. Earth, water, fire, air. Word, meaning, karma, sound. Samadhi, nirvana, satori, agreement. Let us agree on principle and activity. Knock the liars out of their perches in our high places so that we can do what's right and necessary. April 21st, 2001. Our second.